The airport was bustling, flooded with the usual symphony of rolling suitcases, overhead announcements, and tired footsteps. Among the chaos stood Daniel Moore, a single father in his mid-30s, clutching his 5-year-old daughter's hand like a lifeline. They were supposed to be on their way to a new life. Daniel had just accepted a lower-paying job across the country after months of unemployment. It wasn't ideal, but it meant food on the table and a roof over Lily's head. Everything they owned was stuffed in 2 bags and a beat-up stuffed bunny named Mr. Buttons, dangling from Lily's tiny backpack. But then, everything unraveled. "Sir, I'm sorry. You're at the wrong gate." Daniel blinked. "What do you mean?" "I triple-checked, it says gate 22. The agent gave him an apologetic smile. "There was a last-minute gate change. Your flight just departed, 10 minutes ago." His heart sank. He turned to see Lily tug at Mr. Buttons, eyes wide and confused. They had no money for a hotel. No friends in this city. And the next available flight was next morning, with a rebooking fee Daniel couldn't afford. He lowered himself to Lily's eye level, trying to hide the despair in his voice. "We'll figure it out, honey. Okay?" Daniel found a quiet corner in the terminal and sat down, wrapping Lily in his coat. She rested her head against his chest, humming a lullaby he used to sing to her late mother. He wasn't sure what was worse, the cold floor or the ache of failure pressing into his chest. That's when he heard a voice. "Excuse me, are you okay?" A woman in her late 50s stood there, holding a coffee and a kind smile. Her name was Margaret, a retired nurse on her way to visit her son for the holidays. Daniel didn't want pity, but something about her warm presence cracked the wall he'd built around himself. He told her everything. The missed flight. The job. His late wife's battle with cancer. How he'd sold his car to afford this move. Margaret listened. Not out of politeness, but with genuine compassion. She said softly, "Let me see what I can do." 20 minutes later, Margaret returned, with 2 boarding passes in hand. Same airline. Same destination. There's a connecting flight in Denver. You'll make it to your new home before dinner. Daniel's mouth opened, but no words came out. "I can't accept this." "Daniel," she interrupted gently, "my son is your age. If he were in your shoes, I'd hope someone would do the same for him." Tears welled up in Daniel's eyes. He hugged Margaret like an old friend, Lily clutching her bunny, whispering a shy, "Thank you, lady." But the story didn't end at the gate. Margaret gave Daniel her number. Over the next few months, she became a second grandmother to Lily. They'd video chat on weekends. She even helped him furnish his tiny apartment with second-hand items through her local church. A year later, when Daniel was promoted at work and finally settled, he flew Margaret out for Thanksgiving. Over dinner, Lily sat on Margaret's lap, proudly announcing, "You're my airport angel." In the end, a missed flight turned into a miracle. Because sometimes, life's greatest blessings don't come in perfect timing, but in unexpected encounters, with strangers who become family. A small act of kindness can ripple through a lifetime. When everything seems to be falling apart, it might just be falling into place.